R&B superstar R. Kelly convicted in sex trafficking trialR. Kelly, the RandB superstar known for his anthem, I Believe I Can Fly, was convicted Monday in a sex trafficking trial after decades of avoiding criminal responsibility for numerous allegations of misconduct with young women and children. A jury of 7 men and 5 women found Kelly, 54, guilty of all 9 counts, including racketeering, on their second day of deliberations. Kelly wore a face mask below black-rimmed glasses, remaining motionless with eyes downcast, as the verdict was read in federal court in Brooklyn. Prosecutors alleged that the entourage of managers and aides who helped Kelly meet girls, and keep them obedient and quiet, amounted to a criminal enterprise. 2 people have been charged with Kelly in a separate federal case pending in Chicago. He faces the possibility of decades in prison for crimes including violating the Mann Act, an anti-sex trafficking law that prohibits taking anyone across state lines for any immoral purpose. Sentencing is scheduled for May 4th.
One of Kelly's lawyers, Deborah O'Kamnick, said he was disappointed and hoped to appeal. I think I'm even more disappointed the government brought the case in the first place, given all the inconsistencies, Kamnick said. Several accusers testified in lurid detail during the trial, alleging that Kelly subjected them to perverse and sadistic whims when they were underage. For years, the public and news media seemed to be more amused than horrified by allegations of inappropriate relationships with minors, starting with Kelly's illegal marriage to the RandB phenom in 1994 when she was just 15. His records and concert tickets kept selling. Other artists continued to record his songs, even after he was arrested in 2002 and accused of making a recording of himself sexually abusing and urinating on a 14-year-old girl. Widespread public condemnation didn't come until a widely watched docuseries, Surviving R. Kelly, helped make his case a signifier of the #MeToo era, and gave voice to accusers who wondered if their stories were previously ignored because they were black women. To the victims in this case, your voices were heard and justice was finally served, acting U.S. Attorney Jacqueline Cassilis said Monday. Gloria Allred, a lawyer for some of Kelly's accusers, said outside the courthouse that of all the predators she's gone after, a list including Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, Mr. Kelly is the worst. At the trial, several of Kelly's accusers testified without using their real names to protect their privacy. Jurors were shown homemade videos of Kelly engaging in sex acts that prosecutors said were not consensual. The defense labeled the accusers groupies and stalkers. Kelly's lawyer, Kamnick, questioned why women stayed in relationships with Kelly if they thought they were being exploited. You made a choice, Kamnick told one woman who testified, adding, you participated of your own will. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, has been jailed without bail since in 2019. The New York case is only part of the legal peril facing the singer. He also has pleaded not guilty to sex-related charges in Illinois and Minnesota. Trial dates in those cases had yet to be set. At the trial, prosecutors painted the singer as a pampered man-child and control freak. His accusers said they were under orders to call him daddy, expected to jump and kiss him anytime he walked into a room, and to cheer only for him when he played pickup basketball games in which they said he was a ball hog. The accusers alleged they were ordered to sign non-disclosure forms and were subjected to threats and punishments such as violent spankings if they broke what one referred to as Rob's rules. Some said they believed the videotapes he shot of them having sex would be used against them if they exposed what was happening. Among the other more troubling tableaus, Kelly keeping a gun by his side while he berated one of his accusers as a prelude to forcing her to give him oral sex in a Los Angeles music studio, Kelly giving several accusers herpes without disclosing he had an STD, Kelly coercing a teenage boy to join him for sex with a naked girl who emerged from underneath a boxing ring in his garage, and Kelly shooting a shaming video of one alleged victim showing her smearing feces on her face as punishment for breaking his rules. Of 14 possible racketeering acts considered in the trial, the jury found only 2 not proven. The allegations involved a woman who said Kelly took advantage of her in 2003 when she was an unsuspecting radio station, and turned out she testified he whisked her to his Chicago recording studio, where she was kept locked up and was drugged before he sexually assaulted her while she was passed out. When she realized she was trapped, I was scared. I was ashamed. I was embarrassed, she said. Other testimony focused on Kelly's relationship with Aaliyah. One of the final witnesses described seeing him sexually abusing her around 1993, when Aaliyah was only 13 or 14. Jurors also heard testimony about a fraudulent marriage scheme hatched to protect Kelly after he feared he had impregnated Aaliyah. Witnesses said they were married in matching jogging suits using a license falsely listing her age as 18. He was 27 at the time. Aaliyah, whose full name was Aaliyah Dana Houghton, worked with Kelly, who wrote and produced her 1994 debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. She died in a plane crash in 2001 at age 22. Kelly had been tried once before, in Chicago in a child pornography case, but was acquitted in 2008. For the Brooklyn trial, U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly barred people not directly involved in the case from the courtroom in what she called a coronavirus precaution. Reporters and other spectators had to watch on a video feed from another room in the same building, though a few were allowed in the courtroom for the verdict.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.